So we're heading into map number 2 between KiWiKaKi and Susiria. Of course, still Orc versus Undead. And this time KiWiKaKi is the one spawning in the top left corner with Altar and Burrow first. I imagine, as he's already rallying here, the barracks is going to be the next building. And on the bottom, Susiria with Crypt here. So going for the same build, if I recall correctly, that he went for on Echo Isles. So once again, no Lucifer styles, early Fiend shenanigans. He's gonna probably stick with the DK and with a bunch of ghouls early on, whereas yeah, KiWiKaKi with the barracks once again. And yeah, we'll see if KiWiKaKi is gonna be able to step it up. The Wind Riders on map number 1 in order to counter the ghoul play of his opponent didn't work particularly well. And also against these ghouls, we'll see if he's gonna end up going for some aggression quite quickly once again, or if just given that we're playing Echo Isles here, that we're playing TS here and not Echo Isles, if he's going to play this more passively early on, creep some more, etc. Well, as I said, we'll see. Grunt is in production. Scout Echo heading across the map. That's a nice touch here. He's got the timing down of that Scout PN and just sending the ghoul out to give him a warm welcome and perhaps kind of playing some mind games here with KiWiKaKi. As we see, he wasn't really able to scout anything with this PN, and therefore, you know, could be anything for all he knows. BM starts with some creeping. DK is heading out on the map. The PN is granting the DK his first 25 experience, and the ghoul is being sent back immediately. Skeletons will be summoned. The Death Knight, yeah, starting with some aggression this time, so no early crazy creeping like on Echo Isles. Renegade Wizard goes down, Ring of Protection for the Blade Master, not exactly great. And yeah, the DK is gonna go ahead and try and steal something. Blade Master even using another Windwalk just to make sure to finish this creep before the DK arrives. DK is using his first coil here to do some more damage, getting that mana regeneration going. Second charge of Rod already used. BM is heading back, he's gonna be able to buy heal salves. And with the skeletons here, Susiria just wasting a bit of his opponent's time, forcing some PNs off of the lumber harvesting. Yeah, also putting the low HP PN into the gold line right now, making it a little bit more difficult for his opponent to finish that one off. So DK is going to try to do so nevertheless here. Nicely reacted there by KiWiKaKi, putting that low HP PN inside of the burrow as the coil was in the air. In the meantime, this entire camp went to the Undead. Gauntlets for him. Second Ziggurat coming just now, so attacking somewhat quickly. This time adding the graveyard a lot earlier though. And only 4 ghouls. BM is heading towards the bottom of the map. So, okay, looks like now the coil has killed one of these low HP PNs. Yeah, heading towards the bottom of the map right now. He sold the ring, he got boots. And he can either creep here or perhaps anticipate some ghouls of Susiria creeping there and creepjack them. But given that there are only 4 ghouls and that the graveyard is already finished, this doesn't look like Susiria is attempting to creep with his ghouls simultaneously at all. And I'm expecting to see, as soon as the Ziggurat finishes, Fiend production starting.
Summoning is complete.
No, or not. Let's quickly compare the techs. Susiria is even slightly ahead, so yeah, he teched extremely quickly here this time. The Blade Master with a Circlet from the Renegade Wizard here. Okay, and still no Fiend, so maybe... Okay, there it goes. So just a little bit sloppy. DK, let's quickly check the XP. No, this guy went to the Blade Master. DK is almost going to be level 2 after finishing this level 1 creep. Blade Master level 2.5 already, so it's going quite alright for him. First Fiend is about to spawn. DK with the Staff of Teleportation is getting back right now. is selling the slippers that he found, getting a new rod, using it immediately. Yeah, so thus far not really all too significant events have happened. Both of them creeping a bit, Blade Master a bit ahead in experience, which is, you know, the expected outcome. And the DK is going to continue creeping some. So is the Blade Master though. Tome of Agility, why not for the BM? Tome of Strength, why not for the DK? The Grunts will continue creeping here. The Blade Master should be level 3 once this is finished. So yeah, getting some decent creeping done at least. And does this line up properly? Yeah, he can just walk in here right now with level 2 Windwalk. So that's pretty nice, and he can probably go ahead and try and steal that Sasquatch. Susiria going for the Forest Roll first, the Blade Master revealing himself. He's only gonna have one more Windwalk remaining here. Perhaps eventually another one, trying to go for the last hit here, doesn't get it though. And Susiria, well, now he knows about what's up. Tier 3 started extremely quickly, and this time the Slaughterhouse before Sacrificial Pit, so no shades as early on. Blade Master now does have another Windwalk, so wasted enough of his opponent's time here. Looks like Susiria might be going for the Forest Troll Shadow Priest first and TC second. Wow, was even trying to steal another level 2 creep here with the Windwalk. But now he's out of mana, now he's gonna take a lot of damage, and he's gonna have to give this, this Sasquatch to his opponent. No way in hell that he's gonna be able to contest that, and yeah, now he has to retreat. TC is out in the meantime, double heal staff and a scroll of speed. Let's see, is he going for the corner or is he going straight for... Ah, he's going straight for this, okay. Blade Master retreating for now. The DK got a replenishment potion. He would have loved to get sentry boards. Well, the replenishment potion might be the second best item for him here. Tier 3 soon to finish here. Lich second once again. So we're gonna have Tier 3 and the Lich lined up pretty nicely. The Orb will be bought pretty much immediately. Once again, he's rallying these statues not to his army immediately. Extremely careful here, perhaps. You know, could even be considered a little bit paranoid by the undead. And double beastry it is again. DC in the meantime finished creeping here. Sobi Mask for him and quite a bit of XP. No XP tome though. Lich, yeah, is out. Did get the orb. So do have a couple of fiends. The DK used the staff. Yeah, to get to the Acolyte here, and he continues being annoying with a few coils. Another PN has been taken down here, and another PN even. Looks like Susiria doesn't know, KiWiKaKi doesn't know that the staff is on cooldown, and therefore, yeah, he just gets this around without Ensnare, and now he could have cancelled a staff with Ensnare. Well, tried to cancel it with a Stomp, but this was the actual town portal, so... Well, 2 PN kills for the 350 gold, not really sure if that's such, that was such a great idea, but... you know, we'll find out eventually. Maybe he's going to suffer from not carrying a TP later on. Looks like now with the Lich, he's gonna wanna go ahead and creep his natural expansion immediately. More skeletons being sent out for some scouting. Sacrificial Pistol is coming just now. Susiria is scouting extremely actively here. I mean, he's gonna have to keep track of this one because KiWiKaKi, in every single match we've seen him so far, he's gone for a quite quick tier 2 expansion against Undead. Blade Master revealed once again here. He is back up to almost full HP, but he doesn't have a lot of mana to work with. Renegade Wizard gets taken down, and Sobi Mask for the DK as well, so he's getting the same item as the TC got, so well, at least a balanced item drop here, as both of the players benefit a lot from that Sobi Mask. This time it's Grunt's Raiders though for the time being, and the PN is waiting here already to get that expansion into play. And Susiria, yeah, I just noticed here, 42 out of 30 supply, clearly a Zapper did just strike here. The Blade Master is getting the hell out of there. Sorry, I missed it, but, you know, I guess you can imagine it. BM here, attacking, drawing the, you know, slow attacks, and then the Zapper moving in. and blowing himself up. Nothing that hasn't been seen previously, but usually, you know, you wouldn't want your caster to miss it, but I guess that happens. Well, the expected tier 2 expansion once again by KiWiKaKi. Susiria continues creeping here, going for the second to last really big significant creep camp here, finding a big heal potion, and this means that this one is going to be the last really contested camp eventually. Not really sure how much into play that's going to, you know, become, because I guess it's going to revolve around whether or not this expansion is going to fall. Well, for the time being, we're gonna see some hit and runs by the Orc player. And is there a new town portal? No, this is just a Staff of Teleportation, which he faked using here, drawing the speed scroll, winning a bit of time, winning some more HP for his Black Citadel to repair. And now he passed the Staff of Teleportation onto his Lich, and the Lich actually staffed back, but the rest of the Undead army is there as well. He's really trying to go for the kill here, but no, using his own town portal, Coil Nova gets rid of one of the raiders. And, well, that didn't really achieve anything, except winning some time for Susiria, but he had to use a town portal, and he lost the raider for nothing, basically. That's not exactly the trade that he wants to get in here. So the expansion is probably gonna come up. A new town portal has been bought onto the Death Knight, so it looks like Susiria has got a bit of an idea of what playstyle KiWiKaKi might be looking to throw at him here. This Great Hall, if he can still get there in time, that would be awesome. If not, then, you know, it's going to be 1500 HP, fortified armor, and the Orc is probably going to be knocking at the Undead's front door. But it looks like KiWiKaKi actually wants to try and defend here, but after just losing this raider here, is that going to be working out for him? It's 40 supply for KiWiKaKi against 50 for Susiria. Why is he supply blocked? Well, he no longer is, as the Great Hall just finished here. Stomp is coming in against the ghouls here. Plenty of them are being stunned here. Decent start into this fight for the Orc player. The next Stomp is coming in. The Fiends all have been put back, to the Death Knight is gonna have to coil eventually here, using the first coil onto one of his Fiends right now, and all of these Fiends are standing somewhat strong. There is no heal scroll though for the Undead, so one of these Fiends is definitely going to fall, the other one gets coiled, but in return, so many of the millions of the Orc have already fallen. Only 3 grunts and the 2 heroes are left standing, and yeah, it looks like there's no way in hell that KiWiKaKi is going to be able to hold this expansion here. Nova coil kills the TC, and well, 3 grunts and a Blade Master aren't gonna cut it against 41 supply Undead army. And yeah, this expansion is going to be taken down. KiWiKaKi going to be down to 41 out of 60 supply, 44 out of 50 for Susiria currently. But what is the plan right now? I guess the only hope that KiWiKaKi can have is to turn this into sort of a base trade kind of scenario. Just hit and run and use speed scrolls and stuff, but he is so not in a position to do that. He's adding Kodos, which is kind of hinting towards the Undead planning to the Orc actually planning to fight here. Going for one of the statues right now, but he doesn't have his TC around, and is this a trade that he can really, you know, afford to take here? Second statue gets taken down as well. This position isn't really all too great for either of the players actually. The Orc having a lot of units clumped up here, the Undead just getting fired at by multiple burrows at the same time, and in the end it is Susiria who is forced to town portal out of there after losing both his statues as well as a ghoul here. Quite a chaotic game. Once again, KiWiKaKi is supply blocked here. And Susiria, well, he's got the stronger heroes, he's got decent army. I'm not even sure if it's stronger anymore, to be honest. It's only a few Fiends, doesn't have a single statue out or anything currently, as he lost both of the statues here to the, you know, multiple burrows of his opponent. TC is still not back though. Blade Master doing some more scouting. And Skeleton's doing some more scouting. Rest of the undead orc army sitting in the middle. TC is back as well. Looks like he had an inward potion previously, which he didn't use. Oh, and a raider gets in range of the Black Citadel here, and yeah, Nova is being cast onto that one, and therefore this is one dead raider. Skeleton makes sure that there is no second expansion attempt on the side of KiWiKaKi, and it looks like KiWiKaKi, well, once again, it looks like he's positioning himself in a way that he can react to the undead moving out with an attack on the base here, but he doesn't have a single raider, so this doesn't really make sense. So I don't really know, with these two Kodo beasts, he's basically saying, I want to fight, but can he? Well, I guess he's gonna try. Or not, or just running away. One more raider added. Raiders number 2 and 3 are in production. He's going for tier 3. So probably he wants to add the reinforced defenses upgrade. And then he could go into some hit and run. And the undead wouldn't be able to, you know, go in, snipe 2-3 burrows and then town portal. And Susiria, once tier 3 is finished and reinforced defenses is finished, Susiria will not really have any means of, you know, getting any counter aggression going. Defending should be his only weapon, but then his hand could be forced by another expansion, which, you know, with an orc on tier 3 can be produced quite quickly as a tiny great hall. So speech scroll used, no way in hell still that the orc can take a fight here, therefore he's running away. The undead needs to make sure not to suicide his DK here, but he's got a town portal and a big heal potion, so I guess that's not really a possibility. Stomp is slowing down the undead here. KiWiKaKi is really, wow, splitting off his army. Okay, he just wants to get these Kodo beasts into safety and continue to hit and run with the rest. But the Crypt Lord that is going to join the undead army here is going to make things really difficult for the orc, as, you know, Impale is going to open up quite the window of opportunity. He needs to make sure not to lose the Crypt Lord here, though.
Research complete.
Still no expansion. Yeah, it looks like KiWiKaKi just wants to waste a bit of his opponent's time here by running around this chunk of forest and avoiding any engagements while preventing Susiria from getting anything else done. The Kodo beasts, which are too immobile for this kind of approach, have been sent home. And as Susiria is doing something else, the base is going to be under fire once again. Don't really see all too much damage output though on the side of the orc. Actually doesn't have a TP and doesn't have a speed scroll either. So he needs to get one, which he did right now before he can go for another attack. Shade is waiting down here, so he's gonna... Wow, he's revealed. So both of them playing some mind games. So the Shade has been taken down. At least Susiria now knows where his opponent is. And knows about the possibility of a Zapper just marching in here in a second. But that's not gonna happen. KiWiKaKi is losing the game of chicken here, and he... yeah, probably is doing so rightfully. So yeah, tier 3 finished, reinforced defenses has finished, and this means that we could see a bunch of towers here soon and a tiny great hall here soon, and then once the orc is heading, the undead is heading across the map, this base is going to become the target. Another scout skeleton found here, and yeah, there are 4 towers here for the orc player coming. BM joining the rest of his army, and once those towers are up, this is going to become a lot more difficult and annoying for the undead player. So 1 grunt is getting killed here, even 2 grunts, hitting both of them with the impale. So some more experience, but at this point the grunts aren't really all too valuable for KiWiKaKi anymore anyway. He can now replace them with 2 more raiders to just boost the well, utility of his hit and run kind of attacks. And this, I don't think that this is a good idea by Susiria. He cannot cancel these towers. He's gonna lose his he's gonna lose his Black Citadel if he tries to do so. Therefore he uses the town portal, and the TC uses the town portal as well, but pretty late. He's gonna lose one raider. Let's see, the second raider is surviving, so the player's exchanging TPs, and wow, actually 3 of these towers have been cancelled. Alright then, I guess I was wrong in doubting Susiria. He really got 3 of these towers cancelled. That's quite a big surprise, actually. Perhaps with a zapper as well. I'm wondering how many zappers I missed here in this game. So yeah, last tower is going to be killed. Let's check the mains quickly. 450, and in here about 1,000. And if KiWiKaKi runs out of gold income and he cannot establish a new base, then how the hell is he supposed to win? Susiria's got these strong heroes, and he can just, you know, defend, walk around the map, snipe stuff here and there, and just slowly wear down the army size of the Orc, which seems to be exactly what he's doing thus far. 2 raiders have been killed already, and with the gold mine running out in a couple seconds, there's not going to be all too many reinforcements for him to, you know, reinforce the army with. Crypt is going to be taken down. Susiria also banking at 50 supply here. I guess he's not going to break until the gold mine runs out. And now he's even going to be able to catch the Orc player on his way. Does he get the surround on the TC? Well, that question is not going to be answered, as the TC is voluntarily pulling his TP here. Selling something. Is he gonna get a new one? He doesn't have the gold. He's only got 210 gold. And he doesn't have a TP. Yeah, so that's an issue. He's got 2 Kodos, 3 Raiders, 2 Wind Riders, and the heroes. And a Grunt. 57 supply against 50. Susiria is still waiting here for his gold mine to run out. But these hero levels, 432 against 33. And no items really for the Orc, except for the one he's grown. And yeah, he's gonna try to win a fight straight up here. It looks like he's giving up on any hopes of winning any sort of base trade. Is he gonna get the Kodos to eat? Yes! Wow. Both of the Kodos eating a Fiend, and the Blade Master getting the kill on another Fiend on top of things. So now the pressure is all of a sudden back on. No web has been researched previously. The gold mine has run out right now, and now there's no reason not to break for Susiria. But if these Kodos end up devouring the Fiends, you know, there might be a serious chance for KiWiKaKi to just win a straight up fight eventually. So we're gonna have 3, 4, 5 Fiends for Susiria, plus the 2 statues, plus his heroes. Against the still three Wind Riders now, 3 Raiders, 2 Kodos. And I guess for KiWiKaKi, right now there's no reason to move out. He's gonna long distance mine forever until his opponent decides to do something. Is there anything left to creep? Yeah, still a couple of camps, like this one, and this one still. So yeah, next Fiend is being produced, and a Frostworm is being produced. Oh boy. And how is KiWiKaKi supposed to deal with a Frostworm? There's level 4 on the DK. He's got 3 Wind Riders and 2 Kodo Beasts, which provide decent damage output against light armored Frostworm. But Is that gonna be enough? That's another little addition that I missed here, so perhaps not the most glorious casting here. But I guess you'll have to deal with that. 57 against 53 supply here. There's the Frostworm. 3-0 upgrades also for Susiria. Against 0-1 only. The Shade got revealed here, but the Undead Army is there. And now we're gonna see the final fight. Is he really able to deal with this? You know, if there was a Shadow Hunter, just hex the worm and you're good to go. But now, yeah, the Wind Riders immediately start focusing the worm, but there's easily enough web to, yeah, get all of them onto the ground. And Snare also gets the Frostworm onto the ground here. First Kodo Beast has eaten, second Kodo Beast not eaten yet. The coil strikes on the Frostworm for the first time, but it looks like he's going to be taken down eventually. Nevertheless, is he going to be able to heal him once more? And Snare is wearing off, and the Frostworm is being saved and coiled in the very, very last moment. And Susiria is doing this quite nicely. Now the Cryptolord is getting into some trouble though. Is being healed in time once again, and all of the Wind Riders except for one already being taken down. Now the Frostworm has been taken down as well, but KiWiKaKi has lost so many of his units and his Blade Master. And, well, keeping with the theme of the first map, the Orc player calls it quits after losing his first hero. And therefore Susiria wins 2-0 here. Well, an interesting game. The expansion for the first time was, well, was killed after a fight, which I was pretty surprised that KiWiKaKi was even taking. I would have expected him to go straight towards the Undead's main base at that point and start doing some hit and run stuff. He decided to try to fight, and it went horribly wrong for him. And afterwards, he was never able to get that second base into play. He tried to get a couple of towers up. That didn't work. He tried some hit and runs, but those didn't work at all. And then Susiria took a fight at a pretty awkward timing when he was still saving at 50, when he was still waiting for his gold mine to run out, and he lost 3 Fiends plus a Town Portal for nothing, I think. Maybe 1 Raider that he killed. But that was basically it, and that kind of made things interesting again, but in the end, Susiria just clearly able to take the end fight here and take the best of 3 with 2-0. So KiWiKaKi, after Miu, is the third player to drop out, and Susiria is going to face the winner of the loser, excuse me, of the next best of 3 that we're gonna take a look at, and that's going to be between Milknarf and Focused. So we're gonna go back into the winner bracket, semi-finals. And yeah, as I said, that's going to be the next one we'll check out, and I hope I'll see you for that one. And as always, with this one, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll give it a thumbs up and a comment, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.